Hi y'all. When it comes to savoring the vibrant and delectable flavors of Mexican cuisine, few dishes can rival the charm as well as the appeal of grilling Mexican corn. Bursting with a tantalizing blend of smoky, savory, and tangy elements, this culinary delight takes this traditional corn on the cob to an entirely new level of deliciousness. Whether you're hosting a summer barbecue, planning for a festive gathering, or simply seeking to elevate your everyday meals, grilling Mexican corn promises to be a show-stopping addition to your table. From the moment the sweet corn meets the grill, a symphony of flavors is unleashed, inviting you to indulge in a culinary adventure like no other. Whether you're a seasoned grilling enthusiast or a newcomer eager to explore these new flavors, grilling Mexican corn promises to be a culinary journey you'll cherish. So fire up a grill, gather your favorite ingredients, and prepare to delight in the mouthwatering symphony of flavors that grilling Mexican corn has to offer. Your taste buds will definitely thank you. Okay, our first step, we got to shuck the desired amount of corn. I've got 4 ears here, and we're going to place it in a cool water bath. So the easiest way I found to do this is get your knife, go to the stalk, and find where the edge is here and cut about 1/4 of an inch up. That way you're actually cutting into the corn. Just like that. Now just take and peel this back. And by doing it this way, most all of the silk is going to come with this. So I'm just going to peel it back. And you see how I'm twisting it? And you see how all that silk is coming along with it? And make sure you get all the silk out. I've got a bag there for the trash. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to this end and I'm going to cut it. And then I'm just going to put it in. I got a bowl of water there. Now, one of the reasons I'm putting in water, and this is cool water, is this will help get the last bit of that silk off this corn. Now, I'm gonna do the rest of the last 3 stalks, and we'll be right back. Hi y'all, Don here with Southern Backyard Cooking. If you're enjoying my video and would like to help me, please give me those big thumbs up. And of course, don't forget, ring that bell and subscribe so you get notifications of all new videos that I have coming out. All right, y'all, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make the mixture that we're gonna brush on the corn after it's cooked. I wanna make this in advance prior to put my corn on the grill. I want those flavors to savor and mix in between each other. So what I have is I'm starting with 1/4 cup of sour cream. I have 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, whatever brand, whatever your favorite mayonnaise is. I'm happen to use Hellmann's. I want 1/4 cup of cilantro. Now, some people don't like cilantro. If you don't, we happen to like it. We're from the South, and cilantro is a Mexican dish, and most of them, but you can use parsley instead. But I love the cilantro. My wife and I both do. I'm going to take about 2 cloves of garlic. I've got it diced up already. A teaspoon of chili powder. And 1 teaspoon of sugar. I want to squeeze the juice from 1 lime. Now you can use a actual lime squeezer or lemon squeezer. I just find it just as easy just to go in and squeeze it. And then just mix it all together. Now, when I finish doing this, I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator so it stays nice and cold, as well as I want those flavors to intermingle. And then I'll be using this to brush the corn after I have it all cooked. So I'm gonna go into the refrigerator with this. We'll be back in just a moment. My next step, I just went out lit the grill. I want to start getting it hot while I prepare everything. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my corn on the cob out, my ears out. I want to dry them off. When I'm drying them off, I'm actually rubbing against them, and it will get a lot of that silk off that is still on there. I'm just going to put them in my pan here. All right, now to make it easier for me, I'm going to put them on skewers. And I'm just going to take and push it right in. Now these are long ones. These are 18-inch ones. You can use 10 or 12-inch ones. Doesn't matter. I just want something that makes it easier to grab, as well as easier to turn while it's on the grill. All right, my next step is I'm gonna season them. I'm gonna use some olive oil, and basically what I'm gonna do, by brushing the olive oil on here, what that allows it to do is it allows this salt, pepper, and garlic to stick. And I want it to stay on there. Now, I'm using olive oil. Some people like to use butter, and if you're one of those butter people, feel free to use the butter. The reason I don't like to use butter is sometimes butter burns. And this just makes it a lot easier. Now, I'm not putting a lot on, but I am generously coating it so it does stick. That will prevent it from sticking to the grill as much, but more importantly, this is actually going to allow the salt, pepper, and garlic to stick to it. And now I'm gonna add the salt, pepper, and garlic. Now I use salt, pepper, garlic a whole lot, so I already have it pre-mixed into a container. And all I'm doing, actually I'm gonna turn this around. So all I'm doing is I'm just gonna shake some out and coat, very generously coat each of these corn. And you can see I am very generously coating this. This is where it's going to get a lot of the flavor between this and the mix and the other stuff, but I want this to cook right on to that corn so that when I pull it off the grill, if I don't want to add the mix and the cheese to it later, I don't have to. So now it's ready to go on the grill. All right, y'all, out here at the grill, got it warmed up, sitting about 350 degrees now. So I'm gonna put my corn on. Just gonna put them right over the hot part of the grill. I'm gonna close it up. Now what I'm gonna do here is about every 2 minutes, I'm gonna rotate them about 15 degrees so that every part of that corn will end up getting roasted. Total cook time is only about 15 to 20 minutes. All right, back out here, you can see I am being very gentle with these. Roasted pretty good. Some sides are a little darker than the others, and because I'm using wood skewers, sometimes they end up cooking and heating and breaking. So I brought my tongs out. I'm gonna take all these off the grill. We're gonna take them back inside. And once we're back inside, we're gonna let them cool just a little bit, and then we are gonna put our mixture on them. All right, y'all, I've moved back inside. Have my corn on the cob. I have my mixture that we mixed a little earlier. And so what I'm gonna do, mixing it up a little bit. I'm gonna do one corn ear, and then I'll do the rest afterwards. But I'm gonna take one of the corn on the cob, and I wanna just brush this liberally on it. And you can see, I wanna make sure I cover it real well. All the way up and down. And because the corn is still hot, it's kind of melting a little bit, which is good. And I'm gonna take a bowl here. I'm gonna stick it in here. And what I've got is, I've got some cottage cheese. Now this is already crumbled, but you can buy the packages and crumble it yourself. And all I'm gonna do in the bowl here is I'm gonna sprinkle this over it. I want to coat it very well. And the reason I'm doing it in the bowl is I can reach down here and whatever doesn't stick, I can grab it back up and sprinkle it over it. So I'm going to do the rest of them. We'll come back. All right, y'all, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle some Spanish style paprika. The reason I use Spanish style, it is sweet, but it's been smoked, so it gives it a little flavor. And I just want to coat it just a bit on each and every part. All right, now I believe it's time to try and enjoy one of these bad boys. Let's taste her. As you can see, it's all over my mouth. But boy, I'll tell you what. That is some good corn. Y'all will very, very much so enjoy this. So my best bet for today, this Mexican corn goes great with some bourbon barbecue baby back ribs. And you can watch my video here. And until next time, folks, y'all enjoy.